Find all of the solutions of 6 sine 3 of theta plus 4 equal to 1 within the interval 0 to 360 degrees. So from 0 degrees to 360 degrees. So let's go through the process of solving the equation. We have 6 sine of 3 theta plus 4 equal to 1. I want to be able to leave the sine of 3 theta by itself, so I want to get rid of the 4 and the 6. I'm going to move my 4 to the right, becomes a negative 4. That gives me 6 sine of 3 theta equal to negative 3. Now they're multiplying the 6 and the sine, so I can divide by 6 on both sides. I have the sine of 3 theta is equal to negative 1/2. From here, I'm going to go ahead and evaluate the sine of 3 theta. Let me just get my ID. I'm going to place my x and y axis. And sine is your y value, and we want it to be negative, positive, negative. So it can be either on quadrant number 3 or quadrant number 4. And 1/2 is your smaller angle, or your smaller side. So it can be here, where your y value is the shorter side, or here, where your y value is your shorter side compared to the longer side, which in this case is your x. And we have theta, so we're working with degrees. So it can be 210 degrees or 330 degrees. So 3 theta can be equal to 210 degrees or 3 theta can be equal to 330 degrees. From here, we can divide by 3 on both sides. So theta will be equal to 70 degrees and theta can be equal to 110 degrees. Now be careful, some of you guys will be giving me this as the answer, but you are not giving me all the solutions that are between 0 and 360. Since we're working with the sine of 3 theta, the period, how often does it repeat, will be 360 degrees divided by b. In this case, will be divided by 3. So therefore, your period is 120 degrees. So now we are going to find all the solutions. Theta is equal to 70 degrees plus 120 degrees n, or theta is equal to 110 degrees plus 120 degrees n. 100 degrees is the period, it's how often does it repeat. So each solution will be repeated every 120 degrees. So you can go through the process and just say, okay, 70 degrees plus 120 degrees, and start by plugging in a 0. That gives you 0. Plus 70 will be 70 degrees. And now plug in a 1. That'll be 120 degrees plus 70 will be 190 degrees. Then plug in a 2. Remember, we want all the values between 0 and 360. So we are within 360. Plug in a 2. That'll be 240 plus 70 will be 310 degrees. 70 degrees plus 120, and we're going to plug in a 3. Once we plug in a 3, this is 360. It's going to go over. So we don't need to include this solution. And now we continue with 110 degrees. 110 degrees plus 120 multiplied by 0. Start with 0, which gives you your first solution, which is 110 degrees. 110 degrees plus 120 multiplied by 1. 120 plus 110 will be 230 degrees. 110 degrees plus 120 multiplied by 2. That's 240 plus 110 will be 350 degrees. And once you plug in a 3, 120 times 3 is 360 degrees. So it will be too big, so we don't need to include this. So therefore we have 6 solutions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 solutions. So the 6 solutions. So your answer is letter E. 70, 110. I'm not sure where 120 came through. So just make sure you get rid of that number. We have 120, 130, 210, 250. So your answer is letter E.